All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Oshi Co. Season 3, Episode 10.
All right, y'all.
Liar.
Liar, liar, liar.
Pants on fire.
Ruby is going to display her ire for Aqua, and Kana is definitely going to be able to understand parts of it.
Yeah. Sure no Fro will be like, oh wow, that's a lot of passion and and energy and all that stuff.
Where does that come from?
Yeah. Wow. And then Kana's just like
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Fun.
Fun. Yes.
Yeah. I imagine Akane will probably have some good material for this prompt too. It's kind of perfect for these three.
It is. I like that we're getting Frill actually kind of fully as a character here, giving her something kind of different that's separate from just, oh, she is the popular actress in the school.
Right.
But I also see some fun opportunities if the studio or the Kaburagi and what have you are like, wait, so there's something that happened behind the scenes and
now we don't get the person that we wanted.
The actresses are colluding in some ways to like make sure that a specific one gets the offer because the other ones are just not going to take the choice there.
Right.
That could be kind of fun to see their side of things as well, and then just get some education on like when does this happen in real life? When does stuff of this nature
And given that so much of show business is based on like who you know and connections and things like that.
Or how you make yourself look.
Right. What happens when maybe the producers are like, we don't like that you're kind of maybe screwing up how effectively we'll be able to make money off of this.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
もしこれが普通のオーディションだったら、ルビーちゃんは勝てない。それでも彼女がここにいる理由。この役は、この映画は。
You're right.
Investigative brain, Akane, go burr!
嘘つきってなんだろう。演じることは嘘に含まれる。
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's not just Aqua, it's also her.
Yep. I was gonna say.
将来は役者になるかもなと言われたことがあるくらいには。
Going back to thinking about when you were kids. Yeah. Or
星
babies.
野ルビーという役を
I've been playing that part for years.
私はいつだって演じていた。天童寺紗理奈という役を
Going back to her past life.
けなげでかわいそうな少女。
Damn.
そうしなければ人の助けがないと何一つできない私を。
Oh.
Damn. Your life literally depended on it.
そうだったのかな。
Yeah.
子供がいることを隠し。
Maybe you really were born into the perfect family.
Yeah.
でも本当は演じていたのかな。いろんな感情を隠していたのか。苦しい、憎い、辛い、バカバカしいとしてさえ許せない。ママが死んだ日のことまだ夢に見る。なんで先生まで死んじゃってるの。助けになるのも怖い。みんなと同じところに私も行きたい。私も死にたい。なんちゃって。嘘そんなこと思ってない。全部
Fantastic.
なんていうか。
That was.
It was definitely something.
若いこと言えば無限にあるけど、ちゃんと稽古。
I couldn't pick. Yeah.
私もそれを受けてやらせてもらうね。
Oh. Oh shit. Is Akane gonna get the role?
ねえフリルちゃん、これってそういうことなのかな。
Oh.
フリルちゃん、最初からこの役ルビーにやらせたかったんでしょ。
Really?
多分だけどね。このオーディションって星野愛役を決めるためのものなんだよ。
Yeah.
Right.
五反田監督が取ろうとしてるのは星野愛を題材。
Oh my god.
Shit.
アクア君が考えそうなことだから。
Damn.
Oh. Akane.
この映画で復習しようとして。
Yeah.
五反田監督と一緒に。黒川さん。この作品は星野愛さんの半生を描いた。
Right, she doesn't need to say anything about the details of it.
Yeah.
でもそれは愛役の芝居によって変わると思ったね。
Oh shit.
自分を殺した男を許すかどうかで。
I mean, I feel like that's going to be dictated by the script, but maybe it's subtext.
そういうことなら私だと思うよ。私は愛さんの研究もしてるし、感情の癖みたいなのも掴んでる。演技未経験のルビーちゃんに私よりいい演技できると思う？思わない。
You're hardly even talking to Akane right now. You're talking to Ai.
私以外の人にママの苦しみはわからない。
Fantastic. I'll consult with you when I have the role.
Yeah, yeah.
復讐するのは私じゃなきゃダメでしょ。私がやるべきだ。
Wow, she really wants it. Okay.
私が勝つまでやる。みんなに納得してもらえるまで本気でやるから。気まずいよ。仮にも一度は姉と慕ってくれた関係。しかも母親を
Oh my god.
映画に参加するなら愛役じゃなくてもいい。
Yeah.
That's true.
その言葉が聞きたかったの。それだけの決意があれば。
Wow. Did you actually not say that? No, no, no.
No.
さあやろう。
福川さんの演技が精細さを欠き、私がもともとルビー推しだったのもあって、
Okay, so she
Just like
toned
the
it down a
showbiz.
little bit.
ルビー
Yeah.
の通話に合意する
Wow.
Someone being
Akane.
propped up.
Yeah. That was a lot.
挟む理由がよくわかった。
Mm-hmm.
なあなあの話し合いじゃ時間がかかりすぎるんだ。
God.
That must have been...
That must have been really frustrating, yeah.
Yeah.
愛役を断る代わりに他の役を打診しよう。そうすれば目的は果たせる。
There's a part of me that's a little bit worried about Akane walking home late at night by herself.
終わったのか。
Nice. Hello there.
久しぶり。映画を撮りたいって言うなら私も協力する。でもアクア君がそれ以上のことを一人でするつもりなら
Mm.
私が止める。
やれるもんならやってみろ。黒川茜。
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
All right, she's leaving.
Yeah. Wow.
私
Huge decision.
All right.
ビーコ町
Yeah, graduating.
ビ
Exactly.
ーコ町で過ごした2年は私にとって新鮮。
And the extra lie of, oh, yeah, an idol graduating because they actually choose to, not because they're forced out or something.
Oh. Oh,
Wow, that was good.
あっくん、
何？
なんか面白い話して。
1825年、ヒマラヤで初めてレッサーパンダを見た西洋人がいた。彼は現地のネパール人に、あれは何と質問し、
What? This is so cute.
そのポンヤがなまってパンダになったわけだが、
Oh, that's
メガ
funny.
ネ
Okay.
ポンヤがどういう意味かというと、竹を食ってるやつって意味なんだよな。今タケノコ食ってる有馬カナはパンダってわけだ。
Ah,
84点。
actually not bad. Yep.
Yeah.
ちなみに、もともとパンダはレッサーパンダを指す言葉だったが、
Oh.
1869年に白黒の
Right. As the red panda.
Hmm.
でもなんだか芸能界みたいな話ね。人気者が名前も正当性もさらっていって。
Oh.
そういや、投稿を見たよ。
ああ、とうとう発表しちゃったわね。後に引けなくなっちゃったわ。
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah.
今となっては感謝してるの。あの時誘ってくれなかったらタレントとしての有馬カナは
Yeah, went through some growth and rebirth during the whole thing.
Yeah.
ほどの大学で骨を休めてたでしょうよ。
そっちの方が良かったんじゃないのか。
そんなことないわよ。もともと芸能なんて歌舞伎。
A gambling den for social misfits. You know,
That's a great way to sum it up.
Yep.
でもおかげでもう少しかけてもいいって思えるようになった。楽しかったのよ。
Yeah, built your confidence again. Yeah.
私はこの賭けに勝って立派なパンダになってみせる。レッサーなんて
Just you
やらせない。
watch.
そうい
Oh.
えば監督から
Oh shit, I just realized something. I'll save it for the discussion, but
役とはいえあんたのお母さんのことめちゃくちゃ悪く言うけど
有馬にだったら構わない。有馬は俺にとって特別だからだ。
He just says that with no emotion.
yeah. Dude, why'd you say that?
バカなの無神経
Because he doesn't care about consequences anymore.
Yep.
He could have just as easily said, because it's you.
このまま俺なんかに縛られて いいように搾取され続けたら
Jeez, yeah.
Okay.
いつかボロボロになるぞ。
Damn.
All right.
メインキャストは次々アサインしている。これなら後編までの予定も組めそうだ。星野ルビー主演か。
Yeah.
知ら
Not
ぬに触れ
ideal.
ると黒川茜をメインに起用できなかったの。
It's way less bankable from the
Right.
監督と赤君も何やら思惑がありそうだし、ある程度は察しがつく。
No, everybody can guess what it is.
取り急ぎは星野ルビーだな。
That's what I need to focus on. Yep.
立派な客寄せパンダになってもらわないと。
I love how from the back we don't know whether it's Dad or Aqua. You know?
Pretty sure it's Dad.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
Aqua.
何を考えているのかな。
What is your deal?
元のこと
あ
元カノのこと自分のことを好いている子のこと
It's the you're gonna die soon, so
Right.
now you're starting to see me.
怒ってるんだ。この前私が星野愛はもうどこにもいないだって君はどこかで思ってたでしょ。星野愛は自分たちと同じように生まれ変わってどこかで幸せ。
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
星野愛の魂は確かに崩れて星と海に帰っていった。二度と再形成されることはない。もう星野愛は何も思わないし何も考えない。二度と笑うこともない。君が今さら何をしようと君ももう少し考えるべきかもね。その身に魂を運ばれた夢。
僕が僕として生まれた理由
Yeah.
果たすべき使命は
Yeah.
たった一つだ。
And he's held true to it
Oh,
all this
shit.
time. Okay.
Final script submitted.
Screenplay and director.
All right.
All right. Wow, they've got everything. Yep.
Holy shit. Wow.
Oh, it's so grand.
And then she reads the script.
私たちの父親。
Oh my god.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh. Oh, end credit scene.
Oh.
Actual end credit scene.
話だこと母親になれなかったの。男が好きで女が嫌いでだからかな。お母さんが私を迎えに来てくれないのは。お母さんお母さんお母さんお母さん
汗
Yeah.
強いわよ。
大丈夫。撮影時期のスケジュールは調整してあるから。
つまり今は全然休めてない。
Right.
Right. Yep.
They've aligned it to where it's all just.
私がルビーなら絶対に邪魔されたくない。
Yep.
移動中は意地でも目をつむりなさい。それだけでもだいぶ違うから。
Yeah.
元売れっ子子役からのアドバイス。
It's happening.
冠城さん、五反田監督、ご挨拶させていただいて。
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Wait.
も
Oh.
ちろん
Oh.
広告代理店の天童寺さんです。
Okay.
Wait. Wait. Oh my god.
All right.
All right.
So-
we're getting things spicy up in
Yeah,
here.
we got the whole, audition, okay, who's going to have the role. And I love the way that that was just a slice of this episode because we as the audience kind of knew how it was going to go. And then also
I wanted Akane to get the role.
I wanted
If
Akane
we
to
were
get the
going
role too.
purely by acting ability and being like set up in such a way to do this, I feel like that would have been the right decision. But as for the story and what we could end up with as very powerful scenes when this movie's actually being shot, the idea of Aqua and Ruby kind of getting closure.
And also acting opposite each other.
Acting opposite each other, but I mean, the only time they would actually act opposite each other would be for very specific scenes.
Oh, I know.
And maybe
yeah.
even one specific scene, depending on if they actually show it.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's chilling. But also, having this be something where we got to see Akane call out Shiranui Frill for being like, yeah, we know what's going on here. Sorry.
Right. I know what's going on here. Yeah.
And okay, if you just want to prop her up in that way and, kind of snip me out of the running here, fine. But I just have you know, I'm the better choice.
Right.
I'm the better choice. I'm right here. I've profiled her in like every way whatsoever.
Like, it really is the perfect role for Akane because she is both the, peak dramatic actress, right? And also, no, I've literally already done the crazy studying of this person. Like, the thing that actors will do where they'll go away for a month or 3 months or 6 months or whatever, to be like, I become this role, And not only did she already do that, but it was for a person that actually existed.
Yeah.
So she didn't even just have to do it from, like, coming up with it herself. She had actual stuff to pull from.
Right.
And
Incredible.
also, she died when Ruby was very young. So,
you
how
don't
well does
really
Ruby
know
actually remember her mother?
Yeah.
Like,
nothing really at all.
not much.
But the part that's where it gets actually really, like, clever with it is that Sarina knows her very well.
Right.
And we had that be brought up in this episode because this is the kind of point to where her being an Ai stan from her previous life
is
actually
relevant.
would be very relevant.
Yep.
But then also we got the emotion of there being extra pain there because of her parents being too busy to visit her in the hospital.
As she's dying. Holy shit.
I completely understand the pain of watching someone die slowly.
Yes.
That is extremely hard to go through. But if it's your daughter,
and it's
your
only
daughter,
child.
I don't care about the only child or what have you.
Yeah.
It's your daughter.
Yeah.
It's your daughter.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, absolutely.
And,
fuck you entirely.
And
I don't care.
It was something where, as we're coming up towards the end of the story, I'm like, okay, are they ever going to do something with that, with the whole, like, they were reincarnated and how do they bring it up and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I never thought about the idea of, just a family member that is in the entertainment industry. Fantastic. And so now you can run into them, and that will absolutely dredge up all kinds of stuff. And so the idea that they tied in the performance, like Ruby performing as Ai, not just to conclude Ruby as a character,
right,
but also Serena.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Because now it's both the, oh, hey, that's going to be awesome. Yep. Yes, we are going to deliver on that and capitulate that thing that the show didn't necessarily have to do. It could have just been backdrop. It's the premise. It's the whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they did that means that it's also going to happen for Aqua. And I can only imagine the ways in which that's going to happen. And so I'm very happy. I'm very worried, but I'm worried in the, like, excited worried kind of way of like, this is going to be a disaster. So many characters are going to get hurt, bare minimum.
Emotionally, at the very least.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. I hope season 4 happens.
Oh, it's going to
The show
happen.
has been very, very much a train wreck headed towards, like, not total oblivion, but, like, spillage,
Yeah.
The derailment and full...
Yep.
I mean, there's
Cataclysm.
some really terrifying ways in which they could cleanly wrap it up, but it's still going to be emotionally devastating for, like, half the cast.
Oh, yeah.
Or not even half the cast, but, like, half the cast of the movie, I would say. So, all right, well, let's go.
Yep. Also,
having the movie basically be greenlit and fully set up to start full filming and production and all that, cool. That's something that then will be starting, get maybe a teaser for in the next episode.
Sure.
Because I forget if this season has 11 episodes in it or 12.
Good point. That does change things a lot,
So that does
actually.
change things a decent bit.
Yeah.
But that means still the majority of it will be happening in season 4.
Right.
Either way.
Yep.
But yeah. Aqua also being, like, fully like Yagami now. He has basically let himself be completely surrendered to the void. He's like,
walking the path of blood.
He's like, I don't want anybody following me. I really don't.
And yet, You still throw in completely unnecessary little comments to Kana and things like that. Where I feel like we can kind of put aside the I don't want anyone following me. That was the justification that he had.
Well, no. That's I made that up. He never said that.
Well, okay, fair.
He never said that.
Yeah.
I am interpreting off in interpretations because his character is one that is going to use all these people. Yes. Right. But using people does not equate to bringing them into the void. If anything, what it's going to be is once she looks back on all of this manipulation, she then goes, fuck, I'm never going to let somebody treat me like that ever again.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying, is that
Yeah.
he's like, cool, she's not learning her lesson yet. Fuck.
Guess I
But
keep using her.
I have to, well, yes, but I have to keep dialing it up. I have to make it more obvious in retrospect. I have to make this be a larger example of where she then learns the lesson that
So that she doesn't
repeat this, because
Someone
he's
else,
like I'm going to make sure at the very least that even though I'm going to use all these people, that
he's going to
I'm going to fully banish myself. I'm not going to be
Right.
the one that basically, I mean, it's not going to work entirely, Aqua. Like,
Exactly.
It could, but I don't think it is. I think
well,
it's...
and he's okay with it not entirely working, but I do think there is some part of him that is kind of doing like a twisted Batman one rule
Yes.
kind of a thing.
Oh, yes,
Where it's
absolutely.
like, as long as they don't die, it's going to be fine. And the thing is that he's not...
Right?
He's wrong even about that. He won't be able to keep that from happening, right?
Okay, I think that's possible, though.
I think one of either Akane, Ruby, or Kana are going to die by the end of this show.
Okay, I would actually pitch
Like
specifically.
murdered,
I
you
think
know.
specifically that all three of them are going to be okay.
Okay.
I think actually what's more likely is that the director is because it's more the people that are the two ones that are in cahoots.
Oh, sure.
That are the most likely to realize, like, yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Like,
or
we
Saito,
are
or,
in-
you know, yeah, right. Like the
Well, I was meaning specifically because if Hikaru realizes what's going on, starts concocting his own stuff here,
yeah,
those two are the ones that are kind of clearly like spearheading the film.
yes,
And so you don't go after like production people and stuff like that.
no,
You go after the people that have the heart for the film itself.
Well-
to get it potentially to just never see the. Like,
Well,
it can
okay,
be
so-
it can be halfway through production, but then oh my
Right.
gosh, there's just this horrendous stuff that happened and someone
Yeah.
got assassinated. You know.
right. So I have a lot of thoughts about this.
Yeah.
One, okay, person showing up at the end. I fully thought that was going to be Hikaru. The fact that it's Sarah and his mother, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm
twist.
glad it's not Hikaru because it
Right.
didn't make sense as to why
Yeah.
he would be there.
But given that they aren't saying the name and things like that, okay, cool.
Aren't
yeah.
saying the name of what?
Of Hikaru. It's not in the scripts, right? It's just
Oh, of course
it's just,
not.
you know,
Yeah.
Guy A or whatever.
No,
right?
that would be.
Yeah, it wouldn't make it past production.
It would
if they
not
did
make
that.
it past it. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But given that we have Aqua going Light Yagami and all that stuff, even though it's the
As he's always been.
the
really.
parallel breaks down a bit. Yes, as he's always been.
It's his own form of conniving manipulator.
Right,
Yeah.
but we're going to have that point where we have the L Light Death Note style. They are both sort of aware of what's going on, and they're both trying to out cat and mouse each other. And so I think there's going to be a point before the movie gets released where Hikaru will realize that this movie is being made / has been made, is going to be released.
I think he already kind of knows, right? That was the whole
don't think
thing.
so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Right, and so like it was just he killed an actress, right? The fact that a rising star,
Conveniently ended up being the one that they were going to cast for Ai.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I guess,
if
yeah,
it
he
was
wouldn't
something,
know that,
yeah, he
yeah.
wouldn't have a reason of knowing. Like they've been very particular about who sees the script and all that stuff, and right. But I think that is something that's going to happen at some point, and given that we have his motivation, even though Aqua isn't aware of it or whatever, sure, that he is still killing people, and it's the another one has gone out, right?
I guess, yeah.
We are currently setting up multiple of our main three girls to basically be in the spotlight as some new rising star that would then become a target for him.
Right, because remember, everybody, the person that actually went and killed Ai was not Hikaru.
Right.
Hikaru used a fan to
kill
get
her.
to get Ai.
Right.
Therefore, what's not so terrifying about Hikaru is not that he himself is a killer, but it's that he's smart enough and capable of manipulating other people to then go and do this.
And that's where...
And this is where it gets scary, and why
Exactly.
I think you're right in that there's a threat very real to one of the three main girls here. is that this could be a repeat situation because it's
Yep.
his MO
Right.
of have some stan fan of either of them,
Yep.
but particularly of B. Kamachi. Oh, wow, that literally is the exact same thing. And so
Yep.
what Aqua might be doing is saying, I will basically end up putting this in a situation where we can have a repeat. And thus it will be obvious that it's the same
Right.
person, the same kind of deal here.
And
how willing is he to protect
Yep.
one of these people who gets threatened in order to
Yep. And so here's my personal
tragedy.
prediction of who it's going to be. I think it's going to be Kana, and I think that's going to be it's the
don't think
perfect
so.
like, oh shit.
I think
was
it's way
that-
more likely to be a Kane than it would be Kana.
I think Akane dodged a bullet because she doesn't have the role anymore. I
Well,
think
she's going to be in the movie.
sure, but she's not going to be the lead.
Well,
right?
neither is Kana.
No, right. But
So why would it be Kana then?
Here's
it would
why.
be Ruby more likely.
here's
then.
why. Because of that whole little conversation of, right, I'm leaving B. Kamachi and everything. Yes, I'm going to not be the lesser panda. I'm going to become,
Yeah.
like greater and all that stuff. I'm going to have more success.
Nah.
All of the things that would make it so that then, hey, she would become one of Hikaru's next targets.
No, I don't
No?
think so at all. I think she's actually going to get the happiest of all the endings of all the characters here.
I would love that.
No. I think you're just flat out wrong. I
Yeah.
think that it doesn't fit because the movie's going to take a lot of time to make. During that time, all the fans will just cool and not have any interest really
Okay.
in Kana. I think what is way more likely is that Ruby will be threatened, not actually killed, but it will get really damn close.
Yes.
Because she's
agree.
currently the lead of B. Kamachi.
Yep.
Because it's something connected to Ai. Because there's also the angle that I think
Yep.
a lot of legitimate, real, like, good-natured human beings will kind of go, this is kind of fucked up, isn't it, to do this movie? Like, Ruby,
Yeah.
don't you have any issue with, like, reanimating your dead mother and basically being like, we're gonna make some money off of her death in this way?
Right, and while
like,
there
why
were-
not just let this lie?
And while there will absolutely be the general
can be-
PR spin of the
yes.
I'm here to tell the untold story of
Right.
my mother.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I think that's not only just a PR spin. I think that's a good decent
yes.
reason.
Right.
But I think that
But there were the-
Hikaru will use that as a way to stir up a fan to then go after Ruby.
Sure.
Akane is maybe more likely to actually die.
Right.
I don't think she would actually get
Yeah.
targeted. But I
Akane
think
is-
Akane could do something heroic and sacrificial.
So Akane is currently a potential murder victim of two people,
Oh, sure.
of Hikaru and of Aqua.
Because
Because
you think Aqua's capable of killing her?
I think that is Aqua being reckless and getting other people in danger and being okay with that, that is definitely one thing for hey, is he actually a psycho, fucked up person, all that stuff.
Well, yeah, he's
Right.
fucked up, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
But,
don't
like-
think he's
but, like-
going to be the one that would
But like
kill
the
somebody.
ultimate like, okay, is he just his father now, right? Has
Right.
he fully become the role and all that stuff? Is
Sure.
okay, Akane is looking to stop this, which even her motivation for doing that, like, I get it because it's the Aqua's he's going a bit too far.
He's being self-destructive.
Right.
I think part of it is that she wants to protect him. Yeah. Yeah.
But the level of like, okay, but what would you actually do to stop him, Akane, right? Like, you have a role in the movie. Okay, cool. But like, it's not like you're going to halt the production somehow. Or
it'd be very easy to halt the production, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. This is the world of showbiz. You just start another rumor. You just start another whole thing
Sure.
like that. No, it's very easy. I think in a lot of ways her deal is that she wants to protect him from basically killing himself. Let's call it what it is. Her thing is that she has realized that he's not interested in having her be a part of his life. But her original motivation for all of this was basically to keep him safe.
Right.
If he starts doing self-destructive things, it's right, so you don't care about the consequences anymore.
For others or yourself.
Well, no.
Okay.
Irrelevant. She doesn't
Right.
care about the consequences. That means that ultimately you don't see yourself as having like high value. You see in the long term,
All right.
it doesn't matter about the consequences because I won't be around to face them or deal with them.
Sure.
So Aqua, if that's where you're actually going, I'm going to stop you.
Right.
There's many ways she can do that. halting or causing production issues is one of them. But again, if he's doing self-destructive things, he has enough people in his life too that can also just grab a hold of all the parts and just be like, stop, Aqua, stop.
Right.
You need to face this. You need to process this. Bring that emotion up. Rage, scream, cry, bring it all up.
Deal with it. Yeah.
But like, you're not a killer.
Right.
Like,
and that's where it'll be that's where it'll be the distinction between are you a reincarnated grown man Stan or are you a boy that is grieving the loss of his mother and is pissed off at the killer, right? Like and if Akane is truly going against Aqua here, what does Aqua do to actually stop her? And maybe it doesn't go as far as killing, but I feel like the Aqua then takes literal action himself to hurt someone else that he cares about or whatever because they are getting in the way of his objective. I think that is a definite thing that is going to be brought up at the very least, regardless of what he decides on it or what he ends up doing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how Akane is in danger in my mind, beyond the she snooped around Hikaru's place and all of that stuff, and, you know, like, all the things that Aqua brought up were very legitimate concerns.
She snooped around the business.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, she hasn't faced the consequences from it yet, so she probably never will.
I mean,
but
okay.
But there's still that part of me that's like, okay, she likes poking her nose into things and investigating, and that absolutely is the kind of thing that I could see getting her killed.
She's really bad at it. I don't. Maybe it's just me. I have just a completely different view of the consequences of this story. Akane, one, really bad at investigating. She did not snoop around in any way that actually was genuinely snooping.
Right.
Like, her biggest thing really was just the way in which she kind of plastered up her apartment with pictures and
She
stuff.
did the corkboard, but like...
Yeah. She didn't really do much of anything
That's more something to make us think of snooping rather than actually proving that she's doing effective snooping.
Hikaru doesn't know she exists, he does know she exists and that he gave her the flowers, but I don't think he cares enough about even her as a person to even think that much about it. Now, he did get an actual kill recently, which I think is to build up in our minds that
he's on the table.
He's capable of doing this and probably will do this again, or at least
at the very least attempt. Yeah.
At least attempt, yeah. But I think that most of the characters are, sadly, and in some ways there's almost like a commentary bit on this. They're sadly so impotent in the swelling behemoth that is the entertainment industry.
Right.
Most of them are so caught up and maybe even a bit drunk on the gamble, on the fun of the putting yourself out there, that I don't think many of them actually have much ability to change things other than pulling a hard stop and jumping out, which is kind of what Kana did specifically with Bikamachi, and thus in some ways I give her the most agency and also
the most safety,
because the most dangerous position you could be in this show is having something that makes you similar to Ai, being in a position that's connected directly to Aqua, so that's most everybody in the story. But also, I would say, then having anything where you're trying to pull on the story of Ai, which makes Aqua, I would say, in the most danger. Like 100%.
Absolutely.
So if anybody dies, it's most likely going to be him. I think other people will get hurt. I just don't think people will die.
I think Aqua is almost guaranteed to die.
Yeah.
I feel like the only reason why he wouldn't is if they go for the angle
if they
of
redeem him. Like maybe.
No, I don't think it'll be that. I think it would be the he's okay with dying. He's not okay with living with the fact that he killed someone else, right? Like if he gets Akane killed,
it's just a different way that he
whatever,
dies, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Then he's
That's
free
sad.
or not, right? He might be imprisoned for life or something because of some heinous shit he does or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that in my mind is the actual bad ending for
the bad ending, right?
And that's the actual cautionary tale, because Aqua is okay with himself dying, and so that isn't an actual punishment, right?
And I think that. Yeah, I think that you're bang on with that. I think that that's something that is basically the reason why he's starting to see Ghost Girl, whatever goddess or shrine being she is, or something like that.
Which also, I had a thought about that as well. Yeah. And this doesn't have to be the actual mechanical reason, but they brought up the whole idea of, maybe I also got reincarnated, right?
Which we've theorized.
We've theorized
points,
about,
and,
right?
Yeah.
And this was a fun way for the show to literally say, no, she's dead, she's gone,
Yeah.
right? That is not something that we get here. And so there's not some, oh, but Hikaru, did he really kill people? Because, you know, they didn't stay dead. All the people that we actually care about. No, none of that.
None of that.
But so the only two examples of reincarnation that we have in this show, which naturally it'll be shown this way, is Aqua and Ruby being reincarnated into Ai's life.
Yeah, because that was their wish. That was
Right.
basically their desire, and
Yeah,
that's why I didn't get reincarnated, was because her wish was for her kids.
Right.
And
the there's something that feels poetic about the idea of Ai, who is defined as being this person who had an incredible ability to bring people in. Right? Literally, what if, you know, as a part of that, she literally brought people from across time and space and death itself around her. I don't think that ever needs to be something that would be confirmed or whatever, but just as like
I think
thematic
that's a
through
fun
line,
symbolic
you know?
potential thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right. I think that's a really cool, beautiful thing that might be something that gets mused or pondered about by this
Right.
strange being girl. But other than that, it works. It works without being
We don't
confirmed
need-
at any point.
Yeah, we don't need the
Yeah.
actual mechanical reasons. The Ai question was really the only other question that needed to be answered about the reincarnation.
And now it's
stuff.
done.
And that's done. Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, now we barrel forward with the movie, and the movie is one that I love that Shiranui Furl brings this up. She's like, I'm not fucking stupid. I can
Right.
see this is about vengeance.
Yeah.
And I love that it's not just her saying that. Multiple characters, when they see the script, they're like,
Oh shit.
oh, these two are dark. There's some
Yeah.
malicious hatred coming from these
Yep.
pages.
Right.
They want to fucking end somebody.
Right. And that's of course why they're like, this will make so much money.
Or it'll be a unique movie.
Exactly.
Like, people will be like, you know,
This is the kind of movie that you only get the opportunity to make once.
right.
Right.
They'll be like,
And if
they
that-
might make rules after they make this movie.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
like better screening specifically for screenplays based on background checks and just stuff of that nature.
But
and all
oh
that.
man, Ruby, you're doing so good. Yes, you're pouring your heart and soul into learning
Oh,
how to
poor
act this
Ruby,
role.
poor
Holy
Ruby,
shit. I love
man.
Kana seeing it and being like, what do I even do? Okay, yeah, just rest your eyes whenever you can. You know, from one
Here's a cold towel.
Yeah.
Relax.
From someone who was in that crazy overworked child actor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps. Just
Take naps where you can.
right.
You're gonna get shuffled a lot from location to location,
Yeah.
set to set. So just
But-
take some sleep there.
But the idea that after we see how much this is, affecting her and like all of this,
Yeah.
dealing with all of this, like, this was my mom that was taken away from me. I have so much feelings about this and everything. Oh, hey. Guess who we get at the end of the episode as a
Yeah,
stinger?
Sears back.
Actual mom. And so now, at some point,
At some point.
Ruby is going to be going through this whole crazy ordeal. And then in the middle of it, she is going to meet her actual OG mom that full on abandoned her.
Yeah, and specifically trying to set her up in a way as a star and be like, we're going to try to elevate you
Yep.
in a way that's going to make you way more sellable to things here. So what could be really, really fucked up and I mean, this is the thing that you could actually get into.
She
is
could
if
be her
she's-
PR coach, of a
well, not
sort
just
or
a PR
something.
coach, but let's take this all the way down to like a shoot, right?
Yeah.
It's the like. So you want to focus on these aspects of I. Don't focus on that. I want you to focus on this specific thing here. I want to guide you in specifically the way in which you connect and display the qualities of your mother.
Right.
As your mother.
Right.
But it's like,
oh
my God.
If literal just death, I'm dying and I say this to Aqua wasn't the thing that would bring up the reincarnation thing, the only other thing that happens, and it seems like it's what they're setting up, is guess what? You're gonna meet your actual mother, and
So who's also going to make this a movie about vengeance,
right,
potentially?
exactly, and it's gonna be so fucked that you will literally lose your shit.
Maybe.
Right? And that will be
Maybe.
the way that it actually gets brought up because what other possible, like, you know, even if it's not a public thing, but behind closed doors, whatever, someone's just like, what the fuck just happened, right? Like,
Maybe,
you know,
maybe. I just love because her Sarina was somebody who was in a strange way kind of separate from the ruby liar that has been born out of the desire to be like I, but also be someone that kind of fulfills Ai's dream.
Right.
And it's kind of sad to think about, but like when Sarina died, she really wished to be, you know, reincarnated as an idol in her next life. The dream would be like, oh my gosh, if I get to be connected to Ai, that's like the extra thing on there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So she gets to have the redemptive process of going through the mother figure erasure of her
Right.
old mother, who
And-
kind of might have been maybe a good person before the disease or what have you, but revealed her true nature
Yep.
over the course of time, and thus, in some ways, kind of shaped maybe also a little bit of what Ruby or Sarina's view of liars are, you know, because the idea of like,
Oh, I
parents
love
will
you.
always love you and they'll
Yeah.
always be there for you.
And then,
until
hey.
it's inconvenient and you're dying of, you know, a
Cancer or
terminal
whatever,
disease or
and
what
yeah,
have you.
it's just, nope.
Then no, that's real. Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Because, you know, you could have even gone the route of where it's the very uncomfortable truth that it's absolutely like stepping on walkway of knives for the parents to come into the room and watch their daughter slowly die and try to not break down horribly in front
yeah,
of her.
and be strong
But
for
no,
them
we're
and all
not
that.
even gonna do that. We're gonna go the my work, it's too much. I'm
Yep.
with this very big advertising agency for
Right.
you know the entertainment industry. You
Yeah.
don't understand. It's really hard.
Like, I'm very curious what the conversations would have been like between mom and dad when they're like, so our daughter's dying of cancer.
when did you last visit her? When
Yeah.
did you last visit her?
What's our approach going to be with this, right? Assuming they have any kind of those conversations of like, how are we going to run this ship of, you know, a household, a family, or whatever, right?
There's a very real likelihood, actually,
That they don't. It's just
they don't. They might have been completely separated at this point because
Oh, no,
when
sure.
you lose a child as like young parents or what have you,
Oh, no, yes. No.
it's devastating.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I fully believe that it would make a lot of sense for them to not be together now, right? But
who knows,
You know,
yeah.
as Serena was dying, right? What's the deal there? And granted, you know, I heard a stat that apparently like dual career like couples, they spend an average of 15 minutes together a day, which is wild if you think about it.
That might be U.S. statistics, but I think it might be even higher potentially in Japan. Though.
But the idea of like, at what point do they say to each other,
Or
you know,
lower, I guess. Yeah.
she's probably gonna die, best stop investing energy in her, or you know, right, or something else crazy like that, where
I hope
where
there's
they
even-
actually consciously decide
Right.
rather than just being like, oh, you know,
I like to believe the best in people, but sometimes it's like in fiction you choose what kind of goes into the story in order to communicate as much as possible in as few bites of information as
right,
possible
and along a specific vein,
specific vein. And I don't detect a shred of empathy from the kind of people that would do this kind of thing. So I'm
No.
like, no, fuck you. I am
Yep.
villainizing you. Absolutely.
yeah.
Not even remotely holding back.
Oh yeah, we will be cheering when Ruby, you know,
Yeah. If we
attacks her
if
or
we get some
something like
really
that.
crazy context stuff, it's like, okay, cool. So you're just a messed up individual then. Okay,
right,
gotcha.
you're a messed up piece of shit, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like
but no, like,
I'm sorry you lost your daughter. That's the only thing I.
but
have
even
for
then,
you. But
nah, if they couldn't visit her when she was actively dying, she wasn't their daughter.
I
Like,
mean,
you
yeah,
know, like for all practical purposes, right?
yeah. But
Oh, man.
all right, okay. Yeah, this is a great setup, and it feels like a finale, even though it's definitely not. Just
Right.
with that very cool montage of the movie being
All the
set up to go
green lights
through,
going off, and
being produced here, and then with the end credit scene,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like really surprised that it's not. So then there must be some really crazy stuff
which
that's
is
coming.
which is why the whole idea of like, wait, is this an 11 episode season or a 12 episode season? Because whether it's 1 or 2 or whatever
One or
episodes after
two.
this, the difference between those two could be massive.
Yeah, there
right?
could be a lot that we get into here. They could do it a lot like season 2, where we have a little bit of a time skip
Sure.
at the end, and that could be really fun to get into. But
Yeah, that way we can just hit the ground running with season 4.
like
rather
shooting
than
is
like needing to
already
be like,
going. and
this
we're-
is the time
We don't
skip
need to
and this is
show
how it
like the way they're
works.
building sets and all that. I mean,
Yeah,
they could. But all right, y'all, this is crazy. So thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon and get on early access there. You can watch full length time reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.